Good morning. My name is Jay.M. I'm the owner of Amada Senior Care in Richmond, Virginia. Welcome to Java with Jay. I'm here with my dear friend and colleague, Linda Caruthers. Linda and I have worked together for over 8 years now, someone in whom I have great respect and appreciation. Linda owns a company called Long-Term Care Consultants, and we're here to talk about the long-term care insurance market and products and services. And so, Linda, thank you and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me this morning. This is a real pleasure. Always good to see you.
Always good to see you. And Linda just brings such a wealth of knowledge. And if you could, you have educated me for years on long-term care insurance. My company, we work with families who are in need of senior care. Mm-hmm. Can you help families who are watching now understand a little bit about what long-term care insurance is?
Okay. Long-term care insurance will pay for long-term care, and I think the important question here is let's define what is long-term care. It can be confusing. Okay. Long-term care is personal care.
Okay.
It's not medical care.
Right.
The folks, the professionals who provide the long-term care are called certified nursing assistants, or CNAs, and the CNA is trained in how to help a frail or infirm adult dress, take a shower, perhaps prepare food, perhaps help them use the toilet, or just walk down the hall, or climb stairs safely, or get in and out of an automobile safely. So again, long-term care is personal care. It's not medical care. So the care provided to you is provided by a CNA, not someone with a medical degree, not a physician or a nurse or some kind of a therapist. And that's important to understand.
Sure.
So as we age, and just I'd like to dispel any myths right now. Long-term care has nothing to do with age. The youngest person in our office to file a claim was 28, and she filed it because of a pregnancy. Okay. So she was on complete, total bed rest for the last 6 months of her pregnancy, and the CNA came in and, of course, helped her take a bath and go grocery shop and prepare the meals and just run the household while this lady was in bed for the whole time. Then the patient or our client came off of claim, went back to work, and everything was fine. You can come on and off of claim from a long-term care policy as often as you need to, as long as there's money in the policy. And if the policy was designed appropriately, there should be money there. Claims, think of it as a lifetime long-term care plan for yourself.
Right, because a lot of people will ask, how is care for my loved one covered? Medicare pays for this, right?
No.
No, personal care is not covered by Medicare at this time. No. We hope it will at some point. And so we work with other professionals to help find financial vehicles to help pay for that care. So non-medical care or personal care can be covered by long-term care insurance. What else does long-term care insurance cover?
Okay, long-term care insurance covers assistance with the 6 activities of daily living, which are basically what we do as adults to function every day, take care of our personal needs, prepare our meals, dress ourselves, bathe ourselves, and so on. Long-term care also coordinates benefits with Medicare, or any health insurance, actually. Let's use Medicare as an example. Medicare will typically pay for durable medical equipment. Okay. So if I needed a wheelchair or a walker, Medicare will provide the wheelchair or the walker. However, Medicare will not provide a wheelchair ramp.
Right.
Your long-term care insurance policy can provide a wheelchair ramp. Okay. Your long-term care insurance policy can also provide any other type of minor home modification. So, for example, we had a client recently who had a stroke, and when he moved back home, when we looked at his home living arrangements, we realized that he needed adjustments in the bathroom. He needed more bars. He needed a new shower head, a handheld shower head.
Right.
The family paid roughly $700 to modify the bathroom, but their long-term care policy reimbursed them for the $700.
Right.
And I think it's important to remember, as whether we need care at 18 or 118, There will be times we will need some type of equipment.
Sure.
And we just don't know what that will be.
Or somebody might consider moving into assisted living versus getting care at home. And can this cover care in an assisted living community?
Yes, long-term care insurance will pay for care whether you're at home, assisted living, nursing home, adult daycare, as long as the policy is a comprehensive policy that will cover all types of care wherever the care is provided, the policy will respond. And I think that's key, Jay, is to make sure you've got a comprehensive policy, because there are some policies that are older policies that were written 30 years ago that are very narrow, and their definition will only cover, say, nursing homes.
Sure.
But that's not what we're talking about here.
Well, in that vein, when should someone start learning about long-term care insurance? When should they start planning for that?
18.
Okay.
18 years old. And I'm sharing this because over the years as a long-term care specialist for 25 years now, many years ago I met with a couple and I was finishing up and we were delivering the policy and going over some definitions and points about the policy. And the mother looked at me and she said, my son is going away to college and he's going to play football and he'll be far from home. She said, so can I get a long-term care policy for him in case he gets hurt? I said, you sure can. And at the age of 18, and this was a good 15 years ago now, when I gave her the monthly premium, she laughed and she said to me, his haircut cost me more than that. I said, well, for the cost of a haircut, you could provide long-term care. And so she did. And I say that laughing. However, as an adult, 18 and over, when you do need care, the long-term care policy will respond. And as I said earlier, the youngest person in our office was 28, but colleagues that we speak with across the country, long-term care specialists, they have had much younger people, either from skiing accidents or recreational accidents or work-related accidents. Whatever it is, the policy will respond. So, yeah.
Now, you've seen a lot of changes to that. You've seen a lot of changes in the long-term care insurance space. How have the products for long-term care insurance evolved in the time that you've worked with long-term care insurance? And what should some of our viewers understand about why they would need to bring this on?
I think the best way I can explain it is, yes, Jay, the products have evolved. They're much more user-friendly now. The products, we've got the traditional long-term care insurance, which responds like any other insurance policy, like your homeowners or automobile or even health insurance. You'll pay a premium, and the policy will respond when you need care. However, we now have hybrid policies, which are basically life insurance with long-term care, and these policies have a death benefit. So in the event you never use it for care, there is a death benefit. There's a surrender value. So let's say you purchase it and 10 years later you decide, I don't really want this or need this. You can surrender the policy. And then, of course, there's long-term care. And so the beauty of the hybrid policies is the flexibility, and families feel much more comfortable looking at that type of policy. But what's key too, Jay, is how are you going to fund the policy? The whole idea is, what is the most tax-efficient way for you to pay for care? Does it make sense? If you're a business owner, for example, you can pay the premium from your business as a medical expense. And you would have to check with your accountant and make sure that what I'm saying is accurate, because every type of entity can be a little bit different. However, if you have a life insurance policy, let's say, with a very robust cash value, and I'm not referring to the death benefit, I'm referring to the cash value, we can exchange that policy for another life insurance policy with long-term care. The whole idea is to be able to withdraw benefit payments tax-free. So in your current situation, your financial situation, your health situation, your marital status or domestic partner, same gender, opposite gender, it doesn't matter. What is the most tax-efficient way? And that's what we do. We sit down with clients. We ask a lot of questions. We don't mean to be nosy. However, it's our the best way for us to help you
Right.
make an informed decision.
Right.
That's really what it's all about. So
Right.
get all the information.
Right. And last question, and I know from working with you for years, I've learned so much, and we've seen great value and benefit come to some of our clients, your clients, ours together. Talk to me, if you would, about waiver of premium and how that can help people when they're making a decision to go on claim or their overall financial health.
Okay, yeah, that's a very important question. The waiver of premium is a rider that's typically added to a policy. However, there are some products that just automatically include a waiver of premium. And what that means is if you purchase a policy where it's a lifetime payment and you pay on the policy, once you are on claim and you've satisfied any deductible that may have been designed into the policy, your premium is waived. So as long as you're on claim, you no longer have to pay the premium. However, once you recover and you come off of claim, then the premium is reinstated. But the beauty of that is that's extra money that, in addition to the policy paying for your care, you now don't have the premium.
Right.
And I have seen that make a huge difference in people's lives.
Right,
really.
because you've seen situations, well, you're getting a lot of questions about increases in the price, and what has your advice been to those families that ask you, how do I address the increases in the rates?
That's another important question. The traditional policies will increase over time. They have to keep up with inflation. However, the hybrid policies we were discussing a minute ago, those premiums they're stabilized. They will not be a rate increase. Okay. So you work it into your budget, and you just like health insurance.
Linda and I have talked about this topic for years, as she's just such a wealth of knowledge and brings so much value. I would encourage a conversation with Linda to discuss various options with respect to long-term care insurance. You have a generosity to help others and a knowledge to do it, and we can't thank you enough for all that you do in the community and your partnership.
Well, thank you. And I would like to say Amada does a great job, and what I admire about Amada is the fact that you provide claims service. Jay's office will file the long-term care claim for you, take care of all the paperwork, and that is a huge help when all of a sudden the family is blindsided with a catastrophic situation. So thank you.
You're most welcome.
I have positive feedback from all my clients, so thank you.
Well, thank you very much. We certainly work very hard to try to make sure that our clients their needs are addressed, be it from a financial standpoint, be it from a care standpoint, and even those needs that fall outside of our scope, we'll bring in the right partners or introduce the right partners to try to make sure that people are taken care of, because it is such a tumultuous time in one's life.
It takes teamwork.
It sure does. Thank you, Linda. It's always great to see you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
J.M with Java with Jay and Linda Caruthers of Long-Term Care Insurance. What a great morning to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.